of Zion.
We have some new players here who we will be kind of showing the ropes. This first session's going to be a short one. It's going to be pretty easy. But hey, look at you guys. You're just all so cute together. Look at you. There's a lot of testosterone. Are you eating something?
No.
So, with that, I would like everyone to introduce their characters, starting with Shay.
My name is Bibildorf Gradu. I came from a small village somewhere in the largest forest that inhabits a small village of the dumbest dwarfs that you have ever seen in your entire life. But Gradu is seen as a kind of a little bit of a folk hero there because he's the only one who can use magic since he is a druid. Yeah, just a jolly old guy, but also one of the dumbest living things that has ever existed.
I love that.
I am a Firbolg named Benihana, and I am a man of the broth. I am a soup cleric. Yeah, I believe just in the power of feeding people, and my literal faith in food is what gives me cleric powers. I'm here at the tavern because I work here.
Willie, please introduce your character and explain why you might be at this tavern tonight.
Oh god. My name is Pleater Blumbleberry, from a quaint shire of halflings, which grow the many crops which fuel the largest breweries of the lands. I joined the Brewers Guild myself in search of making beer which has no hangover, and I'm here to drink some beer, probably.
And how about you, Hunter?
Azamar, named Zura, playing the edgy Shadow Knight Paladin. I was also told a band of adventurers needed a tank, a big stinky boy.
A big stinky boy.
Make all the shots for him.
A stinky boy. And now Rick, young Darren.
So I will be playing as Rick Shugam. I'm an artisan who is kind of well known for repair work, just recycling and repair work. Give him some, like a pile of trash, and he'll figure out some way to make it usable.
He's just our friendly neighborhood himbo. Let me introduce you to the world. You all have, unbeknownst to each other, arrived at this tavern. A group of unlikely adventurers who just happen to be in the same place at the same time. This tavern is also known as the Silent Willow. And here you all are, ready to embark on your journey, maybe, depending on how the dice will roll. Who wants to do what first?
Getting a drink.
Okay.
Okay, I'll sit at the bar. I'll just ask him, hey, yo, may I have a beverage, please?
Yeah, coming right up. And I pour him just the thickest broth in a cup and set it in front of him.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, so it's soup in the
broth
mug?
It's not ever taken.
Yeah, I smell it and push it away. What the hell? I want a beer, fam. Not a fucking bowl of soup. What?
Be more specific, my man, and I get him a beer.
May I have a beer, please?
And it's piss water. That's all we serve here.
Yeah, the Silent Willow was never known for its beer.
I reluctantly drink the piss water.
Oh, it looks like what is it? Azereth has already made his way over. Azereth, what's up?
2 beers.
Yeah, right away. And I slide 2 beers down the bar.
And then I slide one to this female next to me.
Ooh, this female. Who's next?
I will go. So Bibildorf basically just comes and kicks down the door.
Of course he does.
Already clearly quite drunk. Mumbles nearly illegibly, I'll have more piss water. And sits down at the bar.
I pour him 2 and give him a wink.
I blink back because I don't know how to wink.
Whoa! You're walking behind the bar?
And then I just walk out of this back room.
Oh.
And I, put a little hand on the shoulder of our barkeep, and I go,
okay.
Oh, I fixed it. It was no big deal. You just used the wrong kind of firewood. But I told everyone what they should be using. Should be fine for next time. And I just leave.
Firewood? How do you use the wrong kind of firewood?
It was wet.
The piss water helps the fires. Everyone knows. Barkeep, what do you say to this fella telling you you're using your wood wrong?
I just ignore it. I assume he's a drunk.
How are things? Now that you guys have been sipping on some stuff. How are things going over here? How are you guys getting to know each other? Are you minding your own business? What's happening in this corner over here?
This is a terrible ale. This is some of the poorest quality ale I've ever had, I say, as my eyes hardly reach over the bar as I'm actually
Oh, you said that out loud? I'm gonna give you a generic ranged attack roll with a wooden bowl.
I'm gonna say listen. No.
Okay.
Shh.
Okay.
Listen,
Make the attack. No. You can make the
It's
attack.
already
I'll allow
happening.
it.
What the fuck?
Oh, what's my dex bonus?
+3.
Oh, that's not good for you.
Yeah, that just hits.
Perfect. It is just a wooden bowl, so I would imagine just
A D4
unarmed damage.
tops.
Yeah.
It kills him.
One shots him.
Holy
max
shit!
damage
He
is
takes
fun.
4 damage. It's half your health, my friend.
Oh my god.
Here, I didn't know
How
I'd have
big
to do
was that
this,
bowl?
but let me
Wait, hang on,
put
just to be clear,
everyone's
that's like fucking assault.
here.
Half my health with a bowl? Bro.
It's
Can
not
we
his
tell him?
fault you're so small.
I'll pat him on the back and cast
Oh.
healing hands and tell him maybe you shouldn't insult the barkeep's beer.
I'm not insulting the bartender, but I just wanted to let him know that I can make beer worlds better than this. And the people of the Silent Window deserve...
The Silent Window.
Silent Willow deserve better. I've also had a few.
Does someone say beer?
Hey, can I get some of that divine-looking soup for me and my silent drinking buddy here? It looks pretty good.
Abso-fucking-lutely. And I pour 2 bowls of soup.
She
No,
looks
Sam,
at...
I need
Okay.
in detail how good is this soup?
Well, you know,
What?
beauty is in the eye of the soup holder. So I say, roll... Maybe investigation. Give me an investigation check on this soup.
Okay.
This is decent soup. You've had worse soup than this. The soup is, it's alright. It's warm. You know, the flavor's okay. It needs a little salt. Don't tell the barkeep that. The lady to your right looks at you, looks down at the soup, looks at the barkeep, shakes her head. She sighs, ponders for a moment, shrugs again, and starts eating the soup. Again, quietly.
Fuck yeah, brother.
She wants it. Why is the beer so bad here? Actually, that is what I'd like to know.
Why is
Where's the beer coming from, and why is it so bad?
Okay. Are you gonna ask the barkeep, or are you just gonna, like, fuck off into the back and just start rummaging through shit?
Oh, I can't just do it from here?
Nope. How would you know?
There's
Last
a
time I
wall.
tried to ask the barkeep, he threw a fucking bowl at me.
What if you ask
didn't
nicely?
ask me shit.
I was getting to it, asshole. No, I'm done. Diplomacy has failed. I'm gonna go. I'm sending it.
Diplomacy. Your bar sucks!
As you're walking up, this lady stops you.
Oh, god damn it.
She's got a tray with some soup. What do you know? And she looks at you and she says, "Well, don't tell me you're leaving already. You just got here."
No, I'm not leaving. I just wanted to go to the back and get some beer.
Well, we got beer right here. Why do you need to go to the back?
God, I'm so blown. I'm busted. Yo, what do I say? Help.
And as you're standing there sweating, this other lady to the right of you goes, "Ah, beer! Now you're talking my language."
Oh, thank God. Okay.
I jump out. Hey, that's almost what I said. I love beer.
Me too. This is the only time I can drink it though, without him always looking over my shoulder. You know what I mean?
Why do you have to look over such shoulders?
Oh, you know how he gets.
Poor rat.
Who's he?
Dalvin,
Who's Dalvin?
the leprechaun.
I thought that was an offensive term.
No, that's my husband.
Well,
He
in
doesn't
that
like
case,
it when I drink.
I'll go over here.
You don't like my husband? I haven't had a drink in so long. He keeps me in the basement.
What's this?
Wait, what?
Fuck.
Is she a regular here?
Once every couple months.
Okay.
Hey, I heard you like beer.
I do! I love beer! This is piss water! Where's the real beer?
Where's my
I'm gonna tell her
passive
that I have
perception?
been working on the recipe for the best beer to ever grace this realm.
Really?
Whatever.
You wouldn't happen to have any, would you?
I don't, because I need access to a kitchen. I have my brewer's supplies, and I have my ingredients, but I need to make it.
Oh, I know what we can do. Upstairs, there's the inn. What if we just sneak upstairs and use their kitchen?
I'm gonna make a perception check to see if I hear this bullshit plan.
Okay. Yeah, you hear
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh yeah.
She is yelling.
Yeah, I
so-
figured. Walk right over here. More up here.
Motherfucker, are you kidding me, bro?
I pat. Is it Rick? No, what's your name? Plebus?
Plebus! Pleader!
I tap Pleader on their shoulder and say, hey. And with that hey, I'm actually gonna cast Healing Word.
Oh.
Your entire health back.
Yo, me and Cam could give some magical hand jobs.
And I say, hey, let's let piss water under the bridge. Why don't you follow me? And I take him back behind the bar.
Hang on.
Pleader?
Do I have to follow him?
You don't have to.
That.
You're
No,
feeling
this
pretty
man
good,
just
though.
about ended
I
my
was gonna
life
say,
with a piece of wood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
and then I revitalized you entirely with a touch.
Does that make me feel better?
Oh yeah, you're
yeah.
feeling fucking great.
Oh, physically, sure.
Well, I'm pretty traumatized over you just insulting my
I'll
establishment.
come if my comrade here can come, okay?
That's fine. I need to get her some help too,
I don't
probably.
even know her name, so I'm just gonna motion and be like, "Can she come?" And then I'm in.
All right, and with that, the three of you then go to the kitchen.
I can't get through. Door stuck. Door
I
stuck.
fixed
Please!
it.
I am currently in a soup drinking race with the young lady across from me. I go up and say, "Hey, is that soup?
It sure is the finest in town.
Is it like the soup I had earlier at the bar?"
Did you have soup at the bar?
He definitely didn't have soup at the bar, but he is mistaking the beer he was drinking for said soup. I said, "How would you like to earn your tips for the night? I will pay 3 times the price for this soup if I can beat you in a soup chugging match."
She rolls up her sleeves, she sets her tray down, and she goes, "Now that sounds more like it." And she hands you a bowl of soup.
I brush my beard and tie it into a braid and attach it to the back of my head as if I've done this before.
Soup. So make a Constitution check.
Oh.
So you tie your beard back. She rolls up her sleeve. She cracks her knuckles. You hold the bowls up to your mouth. And then she goes, "Okay, 3, 2, 1, go!" And before you've even started drinking, she has just downed this entire bowl of soup. She slams it down and goes, "Ah, just like in my youth." And she goes, "You have a good day. 3 times the amount, remember? Square up before you leave." And then goes over this way to help the other patrons. Now
I
it's
begin sobbing into my soup as I drink the rest.
Ah, hello, Rick. How's it going? Mind if I tell you a story?
Sure, go ahead. Don't have anything better to do.
How about you help me get an audience? As much as I'd love to share the story with you, I feel like more people need to hear the beauty of my words.
For sure. I love your stories. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. It's a quiet night tonight, other than all the wood assault and battery and all that.
Ah, sounds like my average Tuesday. For those of you who can hear this, is anyone convinced to come join?
Alright. I am gonna go, but first I'm gonna go and see how our brewers are doing and tell them it's story time and to get the fuck out of my kitchen.
Brewers, how is it going?
Oh.
Made some more piss water.
Yeah, so you make... Ironically, you make some beer that's like just about as good as what's here. Ugh, this is just as bad.
Okay, well, hang on a second now. It's not just as bad.
It's marginally better.
Can I go find better ingredients right now?
You can try, but it's nighttime, and this is an unfamiliar area to you.
Damn it. Okay.
And you have
Just
8
wandering
health
the
points.
woods looking for hops.
And I got better beer than the piss water. So I'm gonna take my remaining better than piss water beer, and I'm gonna go listen to the story.
It was Peter's first day at school, and things were not going well. Everyone was acting so weird, and he couldn't figure out why. All the other kids had moved their desks away from his the moment he sat down. Now it was just him near the front of the room, and everyone else in one big pile behind him. Some of the kids were crying. Peter sniffed his armpits. Maybe he needed deodorant. The teacher entered the room, and without looking around, picked up a piece of chalk and began writing on the board. "Good morning, class," she said, as she wrote her name. "My name is Miss Simmons. And holy jumping Jupiter's thunder, what on earth is that?" He points at Beebledorf. He's really trying to get you immersed. She turned and caught sight of Peter. Now she was pressed back against the blackboard, so hard. Peter was surprised she didn't go through it. He said as calmly as he could, "Okay, so I don't get this. Why is everyone so freaked out? Is it because I'm new? Do you treat all the kids like this? Is it because I was homeschooled? For the love of Neptune, please don't set us on fire." Fire? Why would I do that? Oh, come on, what's happening here? Is this some kind of joke? Peter looked around the room. Am I on one of those hidden camera shows? For goodness sake, children, follow me and run for the hills. Miss Sims dashed from the classroom and everyone followed her. So many kids tried to get through the door at once they got stuck. The biggest kid in the class found himself trapped in the same room as Peter. He didn't like this, so he ran and threw himself at the clod of children stuck in the doorway. It worked. Peter found himself alone in the classroom. He put his head down on his desk and wept until he ran out of tears. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. This is the short story I've been working on for some time now. I will not be taking any feedback or criticism, and I do accept cash, card, and gold if you have that. And he puts his hat out, outstretched, expecting money for his performance.
Beebledorf leans over and spits in the hat, saying, "Thank you."
Did you learn nothing from my story?
Beebledorf wipes a tear from his eye. I learned a lot, actually, about myself.
And so the rest of you have kind of dispersed a little bit. What are you doing after hearing this lovely story?
Rick is just scared. He's like kind of shaking a little bit. His eyes are a little watery. He thought about being like the kid in the room who can't get out, and he was like, "Oh man."
It's just a little too immersive. This same old story. It doesn't even sound like you've made any changes. I gave you so much feedback last time. And Roger says, "I told you I'm not accepting feedback." And he slams his book shut and he crosses his arm and turns away from her. And he looks over his shoulder and says, "Want me to tell Dalvin that you're here?" And she grows pale and says, "No, I think that will be quite all right." And she goes and sits back down at the table. How about what's happening at the bar here? What are the barkeep and young Azura doing on this time at this time?
Probably having a conversation about how he got so good at throwing bowls.
Well, yeah, I throw bowls at the storyteller sometimes because he likes to threaten people. In fact, excuse me, because I heard him threaten to tell Dalvin, so I'm gonna wing a bowl at him.
Okay, can you make a ranged attack? That hits.
Fucking sniper, dude.
Full damage.
Jesus.
Roger, literally, you swing this bowl at him. It hits him square in the head. He falls off of his stool onto the ground, and it's just laying there, passed out. Who in the bar? You guys have all kind of made your way around. What is everyone doing now? Set the scene for me. You've been here for a little while.
I'll send him a beer and tell him if he wants company, he can come join us.
Okay.
I think it's a female.
Beer's better when you're drinking with people.
The server here's your call, grabs the beer, brings it over, and says, "Hey, eyes embraced. The gentleman at the bar." She talks like she puts her hand up over her mouth and goes, I think he thinks you're a man. But either way, he says if you're feeling lonely, you're welcome to join them for some company at the bar." And Eyes Embraced goes, "Oh, yeah, would not be the first time, and most definitely will not be the last." And she comes to this side of you, and she says, "Hey, how's it going, ma'am?"
Pretty good, ma'am.
Oh, so you do recognize it. Rick, what are you doing?
Yes, Rick, he like stretches and just has a big yawn, and then he takes out something from his pocket that by all means looks like a watch.
Okay.
But it's just kind of like a block of wood that's been carved into the shape of a watch.
Okay.
But it like he looks at it and then checks the time and is like, wow, it's getting late.
And you just say this out loud into the air?
Yeah, he got excited because he's like, he didn't realize it was this late, so it just kind of comes out.
It's past
like
his bedtime.
And I say, doesn't dark mean late? There are two times, day and night. There's no times in between.
At this point, I've walked over and sat at this table just to listen to this fucking conversation.
I look startled that the barkeep sat next to me, and I go, "Oh, hey there, you're beer man, aren't you? What's your opinion on day and night?"
I guess I've never really thought about it before.
Well, I am very smart, and I think about a lot of things, so you should think about that.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's what thinking is.
Pleader, do you have anything to say about day and night?
I want to make a better beer.
You want to make a better
Your
beer?
frustrations out on that guy's wife, aren't you? In a bedroom for about 5 to 6 seconds.
Can I go through fucking... Can I go... What? Hey! Did he just say that to me?
I hope this is happening in-game canon. I'm gonna say this is canon.
What the hell is happening here? That was so rude.
Eleanor looks at you and goes, "You know, I may seem friendly, but I wouldn't mess with Dalvin. He says very, very mean things. He really knows how to get you where it hurts. Hey, do you want to see this tattoo I have?" And she shows you a tattoo of a lizard she has on her left hand.
Got any more tattoos? No.
So Dalvin is a rich oil baron in town. And
excellent.
He's a very, very, very angry leprechaun. And based on how he treats the people around him that work for him, you cannot imagine how he treats this woman behind closed doors.
I pull out one of those mugs of magic soup I made earlier, and I hand it to her and say, "Why don't you give this to Dalvin on the house?" And then, as I lean in to hand it to her, I whispered, "Do not drink any of it."
So Eyes Embraced is now also side-eyeing the girl to your right, and she leans in and she goes, "Quite the chatter, hey?" And then she whispers, "You seem like a strong fella. I'm gonna tell you, a fungus growth has taken over more of its share locally. And its spores are so dense, they cause this fog-like phenomenon. We can't seem to get past them, at least not in one piece. I don't know what lies beyond there, but if you're so inclined." And she looks at you, pleadingly.
Well, it might be rough on my own. Maybe I can find some people to help me, but I did get paid to come at least help whatever this town was doing, so I suppose I can do that.
I would recommend doing it in the morning. Perhaps stay here for the night. It's a bit treacherous out there.